Y'all was John Parker up here suffering with the cold. I gave it to Nemo, too. If y'all heard Nemo yesterday morning, you heard him suffering. And one hand called tonight and he said, asked me if I got the cold from Nemo. And no, it's the other way around. He got it from me. I've had it about 5-6 days now. And we're trying to breathe right now. 10 after 2 in the Central Time Zone. Road Gang on WWL. As I mentioned before, CBS News that Doug Threadgill with Southern States out of Memphis had called. Threadgill, of course, the president of the Don Krause fan club. He said he wanted to play something appropriate for Don Krause and Don's gal, Mary, up there at Newville, Pennsylvania. And I think this would be appropriate. Heck, Don's been married 3 times. That's the title of this. Chris Bouchelon from back around 1927. Take a listen here.
I've been married 3 times. Once for love and twice for general housework. And each time the marriage license cost me $2. So that shows you how I stand. But the last time they came near not being nowhere. Because while I was applying for a marriage license, the man next to me was trying to get a dog license. And the clerk must have handed me the other man's license. Of course, I didn't realize the mistake until me and my wife stood at the marriage altar and the preacher began calling me Fido. It was a peculiar thing about our wedding. It began in a church and finished in a hospital. On our honeymoon night, my wife ate too much wedding cake. And in her dreams, she thought I was an empty medicine bottle. She threw me out the window. Last week was my wife's birthday. So I gave her $10. $1 for every year she was over 30. And I also gave her a pair of blue silk garters. But she didn't like the color somehow. She gave them to the widow next door. And now I don't suppose I'll ever see them again. The other night when I dropped in sort of unexpected, I sat my clerk on the sofa hugging my wife. I felt like dropping through the floor. But I kept all my hearts down there and I was afraid I might bust some of the bottles. But anyhow, it put me in a terrible predicament. I couldn't think of casting off my wife because I love her too much. I didn't want to discharge my clerk, but I know I never could replace him. I was in the depths of misery and despair when suddenly an idea came to me. And now everything is all right in my home, happy and sincere. I sold the sofa.
Call. I've been married 3 times. We'll do that for Don Krause, still with Lev Arnold Trucking out of Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. He is at the house up there in the waterbed at Newville, Pennsylvania. For Don, also for Mary at Newville. From Doug Threadgill, call from Crossville, Tennessee, headed on to the house with Southern States, as we mentioned. 14 minutes past 2 in the Central Time Zone at the house Krause, huh? He lives up to that name, doesn't he? John Parker with you, Road Gang on WWL. Mac Wiseman now.
My honey dear, I know you're gonna ask just where I've been since I saw you last. Well, I've been down to where the hammers clang. I've been down on the old chain gang. They sent me up on a 2-year bid. I soon forgot what it was I did. They chained me down with a dozen men. I can't believe on the old chain gang, you're better off dead. I'll never forget the songs we sang while breaking rocks on the old chain gang. The old chain gang is a tough old crew. The boss is hard, I'm telling you. He drug me out through the cell house door and laid me out on the cold stone floor. The boss was off on a drunk one day. I drug my chains to where the crowbar lay. I drove her down and the lock she sprang. I said goodbye to the old chain gang. I hit the road, I flipped the brake. She was going fast, but I couldn't wait. I hit the floor with an awful bang, but I said goodbye to the old chain gang. Now, honey dear, if they hit my trail, they're gonna land me back in jail. Let's kiss goodbye, for I'd rather hang than to go back to the old chain gang.
That's Mac Wiseman. I'm free from the old chain gang and all such as that. Now we're going to do that for all the AAA Cooper hands. From Joe Lewis with AAA Cooper at the house over at Dothan, Alabama. You're with the Road Gang on Truck Radio 870 WWL from New Orleans.
Fleetline Incorporated of Dallas, Texas has a new office in West Memphis, Arkansas at the Petro Truck Stop. At Fleetline, they don't make promises. They offer consistent year-round miles to good owner-operators with no bond or escrow required. Fleetline is a regional carrier with van-type freight, operating mostly between Texas and nearby states. And at Fleetline, you're paid whether loaded or empty. Stop in at the new office in West Memphis, Arkansas at the Petro Truck Stop or call 800-262-3278. 800-262-3278. It's time to join a winner, Fleetline. If any truck stop ever represented true Southern hospitality, it's the Mobile Union 76. Always open, always clean, always friendly. The Mobile Union 76 at the Grand Bay exit off I-10, about 20 miles west of Mobile, Alabama. They strive constantly to offer the trucker the best service at the fairest prices possible. And you'll really enjoy the super savings on self-serve cash diesel. The Mobile Union 76, I-10, the Grand Bay exit.
Now, here's a tip for you. A lower cholesterol level can do more for your heart than I can.
For more information, call the American Heart Association. We're fighting for your life.
Interscan weather on the east side of the Mississippi River. The situation on the interstates right now with the bad weather is still a bunch of light snow at the following locations. On 90 at Madison, South Bend, Toledo, Erie, Buffalo, and Utica. I-70 at Terre Haute, Indianapolis, Dayton, Zanesville, and Pittsburgh. On I-80 at Moline, South Bend, Toledo, Youngstown, and Du Bois. 94 at Madison and Mount Clemens. 74 Moline, Peoria, Champaign, Indianapolis, and Covington. On 72, Springfield, Decatur, and Champaign. 64 Belleville, Evansville, and Lexington. I-79, Morgantown, Pittsburgh, and Erie. 71 Louisville, Covington, and Cincinnati. 69 Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, Lansing, and Flint. 77 at Parkersburg, Zanesville, and Akron. 76 at Pittsburgh, Youngstown, and Akron. 57 at Champaign. 55 Springfield. 65 Fort Knox, Louisville, Indianapolis, and Lafayette. 75 Lexington, Covington, Dayton, Findlay, Toledo, Mount Clemens, Flint, Pellston, and Sault Ste. Marie. And on 81 at Watertown, New York. Light snow at those locations. That's everything we have in the way of trouble spots on the interstates. and no warnings, watches, advisories in effect at this time. You're with the Road Gang from New Orleans on WWL. Truckers Hotline number's open. A little room left here. If you think of something you might like to hear, give the old boy making all this noise a shout. Let us know. We can whoop on the radio for you. We're going to have to make a substitution right now. We were speaking to Sam Moberly with E.R. Carpenter out of Russellville, Kentucky. He's at the house up there at Russellville right now. And he was asking about a particular song by the Girls of the Golden West, Dolly and Mildred Good, which I thought sure was here for some reason. In fact, I can almost remember playing it one Sunday morning not too long ago. But I'll be doggone if I can put my hands on it now. And we tried to roust the professors of musical knowledge, but apparently they're all turned in for the night, so we couldn't get any help from them on it. So we want to do one for Sam, and we're going to do another one by the Gals of the Golden West. This goes way back.
I'm just a lonely cowgirl, one who longs to roam. I'm just a lonely cowgirl, far away from home, alone in a great big city, with streets so big and wide. I wanna be away out west, out across that great divide. Guitar with me. Last night I dreamed I was back there, back where I belong. I could hear the coyotes howl and hear this cowhand song. Yippee-yo-ho, yippee-yo-ho, yippee-yo-ho.
Called the Lonely Cowgirl. Those are the Girls of the Golden West, Dolly and Mildred Good. And those gals, of course, were stars of the National Barn Dance for a good period of time there. I think from about 1933 till, I guess it was 1937, when John Lair left the National Barn Dance and went over to Ohio or wherever it was and started the Renfro Valley Barn Dance, and the Girls of the Golden West went over there with him and became stars of the Renfro Valley Barn Dance, or whatever the heck that was. We're going to play that for Pam at Russellville, Kentucky, from Sam Moberly with E.R. Carpenter at the house there at Russellville, Kentucky. You're with the Road Gang on WWL. Back to World War II times now from 1942. This is Al Dexter and his troopers.
Drinking beer and cabaret, and was I having fun? Until one night she caught me right, and now I'm on the run. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. She kicked out my windshield, she hit me over the head. She cussed and cried and said I'd lied and wished that I was dead. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. cabaret and dancing with a blonde. Until one night she shot out the light, bang, that blonde was gone. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. I'll see you every night, babe, I'll woo you every day. I'll be your regular daddy if you put that gun away. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. Drinking beer in a cabaret and was I having fun. Until one night she caught me right, and now I'm on the run. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. Now there was old Al Dexter, he always had his fun. But with some lead she shot him dead, his honking days are done. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down.
Lay the pistol down, babe. That's Al Dexter along with his troopers from 1942. Pistol packing mama, the title of it. That's for, what did I do with it here? Here we go. That's for Curtis Mayo with Henderson Motor Freight out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Laid over right now at Louisville, Kentucky. 27 minutes past 2, Saturday morning gathering of the Road Gang at WWL's, what you're listening to. The late Marty Robbins to sing about El Paso City.
From 30,000 feet above the desert floor, I see it there below. A city with a legend, the West Texas city of El Paso. Where long ago I heard a song about a Texas cowboy and a girl. And a little place called Roses where he used to go and watch this beauty world. I don't recall who sang the song, but I recall the story that I heard. And as I look down on the city, I remember each and every word. The singer sang about a jealous cowboy and the way he used a gun to kill another cowboy. Then he had to leave El Paso on the run. El Paso City by the Rio Grande. The cowboy lived and rode away, but love was strong, he couldn't stay. He rode back just to die, and that El Paso said. El Paso City by the Rio Grande. I try not to let you cross my mind, but still I find there's such a mystery in the song that I don't understand. My mind is down there somewhere as I fly above the badlands of New Mexico. I can't explain why I should know the very trail he rode back to El Paso. Can it be that man can disappear from life and live another time? And does the mystery deepen cause you think that you yourself lived in that other time? Somewhere in my deepest thoughts, familiar scenes and memories unfold. These wild and unexplained emotions that I've had so long, but I have never told. Like
Every time I fly up through the heavens and I see you there below, I get the feeling sometime in another world I lived in El Paso. El Paso City by the Rio Grande. Could it be that I could be the cowboy in this mystery that died there in that desert sand so long ago? El Paso City by the Rio Grande. A voice tells me to go and see. Another voice keeps telling me baby death awaits me in El Paso.
Marty Robbins, El Paso City, #1 record, 1976. What is it getting to be about, can I calculate that, 12 years ago, I guess that would have been? That's going out, let me turn the page here, that's going out to, I've done played that one too. Where the heck's the request on that? It's got to be down here somewhere. Here we go, that's going out to Dolores Thomas from Steve Thomas. They're a team with Burnham Service Corporation out of Columbus, GA, over at Kansas City, Kansas. Headed to Colorado Springs, Colorado. Going over that way. 29 away from 3 at WWL.
Here's January news from Melton Truck Lines. You know, there's an old New Year's joke that goes like this. May 1988 be the prosperous 1987 that 1986 was supposed to be in 1985. Well, I guess we've all felt that way at one point or another. But the folks at Melton Truck Lines say it's time to get serious about your future. And there's no better time than right now. At Melton Truck Lines, business is multiplying every day. They're not called the Running Rabbits for nothing, you know. Owner-operators, drivers, get serious in 1988. Call Melton. Talk over qualifications, pay, and benefits. Do it now and get a running rabbit jump on 1988. Melton Truck Lines of Shreveport. They have a new need for drivers on the East Coast, especially teens. 800-551-8925. 800-551-8925. And when you call Melton Truck Line, be sure to ask for Jay Wright. He'll treat you right. Don't go wrong. Call Jay Wright, Melton, 800-551-8925. Take advantage of free showers at the Slidell Union 76 and free check cashing, too. I-10, exit 266 in Slidell, Louisiana.
Large car comedy, Truckers Chuckle now on the Road Gang at WWL with Hudson and Judson.
Excuse me, you mind if I sit next to you?
No, go ahead.
Oh, boy, thank you. You know, I've been on the subway in years.
Really?
Yeah, really. Oh, what are you doing, reading a book?
Yeah.
Care for a stick of gum?
No, thanks.
Oh, you don't like gum, huh?
Yeah, I like gum.
Oh, great, then you'll love this. It's Tutti Frutti.
No, not right now.
Oh, did you have a bad experience with gum once or something?
No.
Oh. I was wondering, because I did. When I was a little tyke, swallowed a whole pack when I was only 6 months old.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, hey, listen, don't worry about it. Everything come out just fine. It was spearmint.
Oh?
Yeah, I got some spearmint with me. You sure you wouldn't like a stick?
I don't think so.
How about some bubble gum?
No, not right now, thanks.
Hey, you know the main thing in my life?
What's that?
Gum.
Gum.
Ah, I love gum. I mix bubble gum with dentine.
Uh-huh.
Bubbles ain't as big, but it's better for your teeth. That's your dentine working.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I love gum. Did you ever get gum in your hair?
No, I never did.
If you ever do, don't panic. You can get it out with ice cubes and peanut butter.
Oh, I'll try to remember that.
My uncle used to get it out with olive oil.
Oh.
He always smelled like a pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, have I seen you on a subway before?
Yeah, you might have.
You sure look familiar to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know, talking about pizza, I got some gum that's flavored like pizza. Would you like a stick?
I don't believe so.
Did you save bubble gum cards when you was a kid?
No.
Well, that was our main thing.
Oh, really?
My favorite was Joltin' Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Joe D. Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah.
The old Yankee Clipper.
Yeah, I know.
I bet he'd go for some pizza gum.
Yeah, he probably would.
Where are you from?
Brooklyn.
You're from Brooklyn and you don't like gum?
I didn't say I didn't like gum.
Oh, well, great. Here, have a stick and loosen up a little.
Maybe some other time, huh?
Hey, What's the book you're reading?
Gone with the Wind?
GWTW, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Did you see the movie Gone with the Wind?
Yes, I did.
I remember the girl that said, I don't know nothing about having no babies.
Uh-huh.
She was chewing gum when she said that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, well, come to me when you want to know about gum. I know everything there is to know about gum.
I bet.
Yeah, Alexander the Great chewed gum, you know.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, like a freak. 3 packs a day. I named one of my parakeets after him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, call him Alexander the Gum.
That's cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
You know, speaking of gum saved my grandfather's life. Yeah, he was sleeping, you know, and a guy shot him, and the bullet ricocheted off a pack of gum in his pajamas.
Oh, lucky for him.
Oh, yeah, lucky for him. Unlucky for my grandmother. Got her right between the eyes.
Gee, that's too bad.
Ah, that's okay. She was old. She was going to go anyway. My grandfather's old, too. He's even too old to chew gum anymore.
Oh?
Yeah, his teeth are all gone.
Oh.
But he still gums it. He says, I love the gum. Oh, I tried to give up gum for Lent last year.
Oh, that must have been quite a sacrifice.
Oh, it was too much. I couldn't handle it. I cracked.
I'd never guess.
Yeah, they had to cart me off to Bellevue. Yeah.
Were you there long?
180 days.
Oh.
Yeah. You know how I know I was there 180 days?
No. How did you know that?
When I left, I counted the spearmen on bedposts I left there overnight.
I see.
180 of them there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, I really love gum. Gee whiz. You know, I just noticed I got to get off at the next stop.
Oh?
Hey, well, nice meeting you.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you, too.
What stop do you get off at?
I get off at Mulberry.
Huh? Mulberry?
Yeah, Mulberry.
We passed Mulberry 7 stops ago. Oh, well, hey, now, before I go, would you show you...
Yes! I'll take a stick of your gum!
All right. 95. Hudson and Judson, take the gum, will you? That's going out to Don Elrod with UPS ups out of Bonita, Oklahoma from Ron Harris at the house at Tulsa. Ron's with ups, UPS out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Right there where he lives. 23 minutes before 3 in the Central Time Zone. You're with the Road Gang on WWL. We had testimony earlier. We heard from a hand who had met Jay Scavisa at a truck stop over at Brady, Texas. Andy Ospit with Sand Sales out of Odessa, Texas, reported to us that he had seen Jay Scavisa in the truck stop with the chicken face on. So you see, it is true. This is not a joke. It is not something that someone made up. Jay Scavisa actually goes in places and rides around in that bull-hauling vehicle truck of his wearing a chicken face. Now, Andy called and he said he wanted to whoop something on Jay Scavisa. And this is what he wants to play for him.
It was morning when I left Alabama. It must have been around in mid-July. I got behind the chicken truck from Georgia, and the fellas was a flying like snow out of the sky. I couldn't get up the speed enough to pass him, and the funny smell wasn't getting close to me. And something keeps on messing up my windshield, and the farther I go, the harder it gets to see. Chicken truck, behind it I'm stuck. Chicken truck, just my luck. Chicken truck, on Highway 65. Well, the heads are a squawking and the roosters are a crowing. He's a slowing me down when I need to keep going. Chicken truck, on Highway 65. Slowed down and I finally got around him.
Chicken Truck. That's John Anderson. That's going out to old Chicken Face Cavisa on the way to Hereford, Texas, from Andy Osped with Sand Sales out of Odessa, Texas. Andy witnessed Jay in the truck stop there at Brady, Texas, with the Chicken Face on. Andy called from Brady, and he was headed on into the house. You're with the Road Gang on WWL from New Orleans. Y'all been betting on whether or not I was going to have to play the Calliope piece this morning. It is now time. I forgot something in the other room that we have to play next, so y'all stand by.
Do-si-do. Boy, that's hot stuff, ain't it?
All right, just barely enough time to get over there and grab it and get on back in here with it. We're going back to 1934 now on the Road Gang. The great North Georgia picker and singer, Riley Pucket. And he's ragged but right.
I come here to tell you people I'm ragged but right. I'm a thief and a gambler. I get drunk every night. Get a porterhouse steak 3 times a day for my board. That's more than any loafer in this town can afford. Big leg, thick fans to keep me cool while I sleep. A little baby girl to play around at my feet. I'm a rambling gambler and I'm drunk every night. I tell you boys I'm ragged but right.
But right, that's Riley Pucket, and that goes back to 1934, and that one is going out to Bill Ashley with Cheryl Trucking out Greensboro, North Carolina, roaming around out there somewhere. That's from Barbara over at Columbia, South Carolina. Wonder why he isn't late over at Atlanta like he usually is about this time on a Saturday morning. 16 away from 3 in the Central Time Zone.
Owner-operators have a lot of problems up front, and you need a good partner behind you. And the best partner on the road today is Shano Transportation of West St. Paul, Minnesota. All owner-operators, no company tractors to compete with, and one of the best pay programs in the industry. And you need no upfront money. Shano is proud of their Partners for Progress, and you'll be proud of Shano. reefers, and vans. And a new phone number, 800-544-6172. A new phone number, 800-544-6172. Channel of West St. Paul.
My wife and I have both been smoking longer than we've been married. It's the one thing we do together that I wish we didn't.
Well, how about quitting together? There's an easy way to do it, too. It's called Easy Quit, the remarkable artificial cigarette that lets you smoke away your habit without lighting anything. There's no nicotine and no tobacco in Easy Quit. Just a completely safe, soothing menthol formula insert that refreshes your taste while it satisfies your craving for tobacco. You're still holding a cigarette, but you're not smoking. Thousands upon thousands before you who had actually given up the hope of ever kicking their habit finally succeeded with Easy Quit. At last, something that sounds too good to be true is true.
Easy Quit is yours for just $10 plus $2 postage and handling. To order, send a $12 check or money order to Easy Quit, care of WWL 1024 North Rampart, New Orleans, Louisiana 70116. That's $12 to Easy Quit, care of WWL 1024 North Rampart, New Orleans.
If your car's engine were to stop, you probably know what to do to get it started again. The sad fact is, more people know how to jumpstart a car than know how to save a life. Learn how to jumpstart a life. Learn Red Cross CPR.
Interscan weather, west side of the Mississippi River. First of all, let's check in with the authorities over at Cheyenne, Wyoming, get the latest on those roads, interstates over there in Wyoming.
These are the current road and travel conditions on Cheyenne area highways. I-80 west to Laramie is slick in spots with drifting snow and strong wind. I-80 east to Nebraska is slick in spots with strong wind. I-25 south to Colorado is slick in spots with strong wind, drifting snow, and limited visibility. I-25 north to Wheatland is closed. US 85 north to Torrington is closed. US 85 south to Greeley is slick in spots with strong wind and drifting snow. The remainder of the state reports, southwest Wyoming is slick in spots. Central Wyoming is slick in spots with strong wind. Northeast Wyoming is slick in spots. Northwest Wyoming is generally dry and favorable.
So that's the current situation there in Wyoming. That stretch of I-80 that had been closed because of the accident is now open, and you still have that stretch in there of I-29 that is shut down. Just a lot of wind activity and all in Wyoming, as well as Montana right now, for that matter. Let's take a look at the bad weather on the interstates. On I-70 at Columbia, Missouri, there's light snow. I-80 wind activity at Rock Springs, gusting to 51. It's gusting to 46 at Rollins, Wyoming. And at Cheyenne right now, blowing snow, winds gusting to 52. On 90, there's wind activity, gusting to 35 at Missoula, 40 at Livingston, 41 at Billings, 32 at Sheridan. Some light rain with the winds at Sheridan, Wyoming. At Rapid City, South Dakota, winds are gusting to 35. I-94 at Billings, the winds are gusting to 41. At Miles City, they're gusting to 44. Light snow at Bismarck and Fargo. On I-5, fog at Eugene and Salem. I-15, winds gusting to 37 at Pocatello, 35 at Helena, 38 at Great Falls, and 40 at Cutbank. On I-25 at Cheyenne, Wyoming, the winds gusting to 52 with blowing snow. At Casper, Wyoming, winds gusting to 48. And at Sheridan, Wyoming, light rain and winds gusting to 32. On 29, light snow. At Fargo, there is a report there that it is 1 degree right now. At Grand Forks, North Dakota, it is 1 degree under zero. It's a -1 at Grand Forks with light snow. So Fargo's holding at 1 degree, and Grand Forks has a -1 with both with light snow on I-29. That's the bad weather on the interstates. In the warnings, watches, advisories right now in Wyoming, they do have high wind warnings out for the northwest Chinook area as well as the southeast quarter of Wyoming. And, of course, you got that stretch in there between Cheyenne and Wheatland, I think they said it was, of the interstate shut down. In Montana, they have a high wind warning out for the central parts of the state. And over in Colorado, the National Weather Service has a high wind watch out currently along the foothills. And then posted in Colorado for daylight hours Saturday. In the northeast plains, there will be a blowing snow advisory. And over the northern and central mountains, there will be a snow and blowing snow advisory there in Colorado. That's everything to tell you about on the west side of the Mississippi River. You're grabbing the gears, sailing the concrete seas with the Road Gang on WWL. Webb Pierce to sing for us.
A night with no moonlight, a day with no sun, a plane with no pilot, a watch that won't run, a tree with no branches, a rose with no dew, a boy with no sweetheart, that's me without you. No button, a church with no pew, a boy with no sweetheart, that's me without you.
That's Me Without You. That is Webb Pierce doing the singing on there. And we're going to send that out to all the drivers from Lester McDowell with John Cheeseman Trucking out of Fort Recovery, OH10. Les was over at West Salem, Ohio, headed on to the house. You're with the Road Gang on WWL. Let's get Bo Cephas, Hank Jr. in here to tell you about how a country boy can survive.
The preacher man says it's the end of time, and the Mississippi River, she's a going dry. The interest is up and the stock market's down, and you only get mugged if you go downtown. I live back in the woods, you see, a woman and the kids and the dogs and me. I got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. I can plow a field all day long. I can catch catfish from dusk till dawn. Make our own whiskey and our own smoke too. Ain't too many things these old boys can't do. We grow good old tomatoes and homemade wine, and country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. Because you can't starve us out and you can't make us run. Those Muslim old boys raised on shotgun. We say grace, we say ma'am. If you ain't into that, we don't give a damn. We came from the West Virginia coal mines and the Rocky Mountains and the western skies.
a buck, we can run a trot line, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. I had a good friend in New York City. He never called me by my name, just Hillbilly. My grandpa taught me how to live off the land, and his taught him to be a businessman. He used to send me pictures of the Broadway night, and I'd send him some homemade wine. But he was killed by a man with a switchblade knife. For $43, my friend lost his life. I'd love to spit some beach nut in that dude's eyes and shoot him with my old 45, 'cause a country boy can survive. Country boy